Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mrs. Rusiana, as the lecturer of public speaking subject, and all of my beloved friends. First of all, I'm so proud of my own self to be given a chance in presenting my paper. But I will be nothing if you are not there in your current place, to watch, listen, and pay attention for my explanation. My name is Della Futika Putri. I'm a 6th semester student of English Education Department in Universitas Muria Kudus. So when I was in 4th semester, some of my friends still made any grammatical errors in writing essay. Therefore, I was interested to do library research about that. And I'm here today would like to present my paper entitled Grammatical Errors Made by 4th semester students in writing essay. Why I think that it is interesting? Because there are many 4th semester students who have problems in conducting English grammar. They still use Indonesian grammar in English writing, even though English grammar is more complicated than Indonesian grammar. In addition, because those students are considering English education study program, so they are prepared to be the English teacher. It means that they should not only become good listeners and speakers, but also good readers and writers. Absolutely. They will teach writing effectively if they can master grammatical understanding, right? So, based on the library research that I have done, most of the 4th semester students in English Education Study Program of Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo still get the difficulty in choosing the verb. Then they were not correct in using grammatical rules. And even they made wrong sentence repeatedly. It has happened because they did not have the correction, and it is what we called as an error. Therefore, in attempting to master writing skills aspect, it is necessary to analyze the errors in written essay to find out how much their acquisition are obtained in teaching and learning process. Okay, let's go on to the statement of problems. Based on the background that I have explained just now, there are two problem statements in this paper. The first one is what are the types of grammatical errors based on survey strategy taxonomy in students' essay writing, which often made by the 4th semester students. And the second one is which one the dominant type of errors in the terms of survey strategy taxonomy in the students' essay writing. Alright, in finishing this paper, I got some theories from any references related to the topic. These theories will provide many information that can strengthen the research. Firstly is the theory about essay writing. So what is that? According to D'Oreal 2006, an essay is a short piece of writing which is often from the writer's point of view. Essay is usually written in formal academic writing and way to access how well the students understand subject. In writing essay, the students often make some grammatical errors. What is that? So grammatical errors are the errors occurred based on the wrong in using the rule that show how words is combined and arranged. Okay, to know the grammatical errors made by the students, I do error analysis or EA. Let's move on to the EA. So at Jogan, in 2005 in his journal infers that error analysis or EA deals with the learner's performance in terms of the cognitive process they make use of in recognizing or coding the input they receive from the target language. And in this paper, I only focus the error analysis based on surface strategy taxonomy. Error analysis based on surface strategy taxonomy divided into 4 categories. Those are omission, addition, misformation, and misorder. And I will explain these categories one by one. The first one is omission. Omission is the absence of an item that must appear in a well-formed utterance. And the second is addition. It is the presence of an item which must not appear in a well-formed utterance. So addition is the opposite of omission. And the third one is misformation. It is characterized by the use of the wrong form of the morpheme or structure. And the last is misordering. Misordering is the errors that are characterized by the incorrect placement of morphemes in the utterance. Alright, next we are going to the methodology. So the design of this paper was qualitative research. This paper also could be called as descriptive qualitative research. So this paper has purpose to describe grammatical errors in 4th semester students' essay writing. While the data of the study were the worksheet of 4th semester students' essay writing, especially argumentative essay. The worksheet paper were given one by one for the students. Then they were asked to write essay. When the students finished their writing, it was collected and the data explained in description analysis. And the subject focused on the 4th semester students of English Education Study Program in Universitas Muhammadiyah Sidoarjo. They were divided into 2 classes, those are A class and B class. But the researcher found that the most of students in B class made more errors than A class. So the researcher took B class of 4th semester students as the subject, with the total in B class is 18 students. Alright, the researcher used only an instrument, that is observation sheet. The observation sheet consisted of the information based on the student's worksheet of writing essay in the essay writing subject of English Education Study Program. The observation sheet consisted of the student's number, student's initial, types of error, those are omission, addition, misformation, and misordering. Then the total of each error type, and also the total of all error types. Then the researcher filled the types of error columns with the number of error made by the students. Right, go on to the data collection. So the researcher collected the data conducting some stages. So the researcher started with collecting the data by giving students worksheet to write argumentative essay. Then the lecturer of essay writing subject was asked to distribute worksheet papers to all of the students. After the students finished their writing, the lecturer collected the students' writing. After that, the researcher identified the errors word or sentences by coding. Then analyzed and classified the most common errors made by the students based on Della's theory of error classification. And then the last, the researcher analyzed and made the types of error percentage which the most frequently from the students' writing. Okay. In analyzing the data, I used the methods by Corder in Alice and Barhussein's theory 2008. The qualitative result calculated and drew up in the table of percentage, which the formula to get the percentage, we have to divide the frequency of error occurred with the total numbers of error, and then times it with 100%. You can look the formula and my PPT by yourself. Okay. And after collecting and analyzing the data, the researcher got the result that described in a table. You can see the table on my PPT by yourself. So the table shows that there are 4 types of error in students' essay writing. Those are omission, addition, misformation, and misordering. Each type of error was calculated its frequency until got the result of its total numbers and percentage of error. From the table, we know that there are 107 errors in all of the error types of students' essay writing. And let's continue again. So based on the table on my PPT just now, the researcher found that the students made an error in the essay writing such as omission, addition, misformation, and misordering. Based on the result, the students made error typing in each error types, with the total of omission was 44 errors or 41.12%. Then the total of addition was 11 errors or 10.28%, while the total of misformation was 45 errors or 42.6%. Then the total of misordering was only 7 errors or 6.54%. In this paper, based on the theory of Della, the finding data are described that the misformation error was the highest errors of all made by the students, especially misformation on the use of auxiliary, that is to be, which the total was 45 errors. Alright, I think that's all for the explanation and presentation of my paper. This is the end from me. I hope that it will give you a lot of benefits and knowledge. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And see you.